Why, hello there, I'm Maris. This is GamerQuest. This is Lacuna. This is a dialogue and story-driven sci-fi noir game. Now, I'm going to start us right after, like, the beginning portion of the game. Like, there's this whole... It takes place a while ago, like, before this. And there's some crazy stuff that goes on. Some things they point out that I'm sure are going to play in further down the road, but we're going to get into it here. This is not procedurally generated or anything like that. Like, you can make different choices, but if you pick the same choice as me, it's going to be the same thing. So there is some talking involved. Like I said, it is a story narrative a lot of story, a lot of talking. A lot of intrigue. Lots of intrigue.
Even after 10 years, meeting your ex still feels kind of strange. Or maybe it doesn't if you don't still have feelings for her. And maybe it doesn't if the whole world isn't on the brink of war. I don't even know why I agreed to see Kat that day. My thoughts were still lingering on my work. My unit was responsible for the safety of one of the most important visitors Yara had seen in a long time. Joseph Banny, foreign minister of Drovia. Whatever came of his negotiations with our president could make or break the relationship between our planets for generations to come. Yet here I was, fighting with my ex about how often I should call my daughter, pretending that it mattered.
Skygazer's Bistro. Neil, did you hear what I said? Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Were you listening to the radio? I'm sorry, Kat. They were talking about Benny. This whole thing has really put me on edge. You haven't changed a bit. You know how important it is this time. Yeah, that's what you said every time. Let's get back to Laura. That's why we're here, right? I don't know what else to say. You never visit her. You don't even call her back. You're being unfair. I watched that awful movie with her that you didn't want to see. Come on, that was over a month ago. And you've barely responded to her messages ever since. I don't understand how you could treat her like that. She deserves better. Honestly, I don't like spending time at our old place. What? Why? Well, I'm not gonna lie. It reminds me of our life together, I guess. You never seemed to care much at that time. You keep telling yourself that, Kat. Sure, I'm telling myself that. You were never home. I was starting out at the CDI. None of us were ever home. Whatever. We've been having this discussion for a decade. Laura's a teenager now, and it would be good for her if she had a second parent to talk to. And good for me, frankly. Look, I'll try to do better. Great. Why don't you go up to her right now, then? She's home and I won't be bothering you. I have an appointment. We'll do, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Really? Laura will be delighted. I have to go now. It was good seeing you. You too.
As I started walking home, I felt angry at myself. Not for failing to show my daughter how much I cared for her, but for actually not caring as much as she would have deserved. At least that's what I thought I felt like at the time. I was under a lot of pressure due to Banny's visit, and I found it hard to think about anything other than work.
Hey, Laura. Oh, Dad. Hi. You're working on your novel? Yeah, no, please stop looking at the screen. It's still very rough. What are you doing here? I thought I'd stop by and say hello. Haven't had much time for that lately. Did Mom send you? Kind of. But she can't really send me anywhere. I came because I wanted to. Okay. So how's that novel coming along? Will I ever get to read it? I'm working on a different text right now. I haven't had much time for the novel lately. I'm in that writing contest, don't you remember? I made it into the second round. Hey, not bad. That's great. I have to knock it out of the park because I have to make it to the finals. All the finalists participate in a workshop led by Hannah Slater. That would be so awesome. Who's that? You don't know her? Seriously? She wrote The Tree and the Asteroid. She's the best. Sounds good. I'm sure you'll make it. At least one of us is optimistic. I need to finish this within the next 2 days, and it still sucks. I'll leave you to it then. Let me know if you want to go watch another movie. You did like the last one after all, didn't you? I hated it. Sure you did. See you soon, Dad. Okay. Okay. Let's check the news. Okay. Banny's symbolic visit. Let's see if there's anything interesting in here. Finally arrived. Banny has been fighting for more autonomy on Drovia. So, let me frame this for you. Garia is technically Earth. Think of it like that. Drovia is... Humans kind of went there, and it was like a colony. But as you can see, they're not getting along. Which is expected sometimes with colonies. My country started out as a colony, and we got a little angry at our, we'll say, parent nation, and cut them off real quick. Against granting the colony more rights and liberties. Why? Why is this a problem? Anti-scientific... Well, I mean, alright. Today marks the 40th anniversary of the tragic Sector 2 and New Jordan's colonization. So, what they're talking about, I think, here is, I think, what you go through in the beginning of the game. It's a series of explosions in the colonial mine, which caused big part of Ren's independent investigators include that overnight construction projects. Okay, and shut down its colonization project for good. Alright. I'm pretty sure you're Mira. The tragic loss ended up destroying her marriage as well. She moved to Gara. Okay. Alright. Alright. Let's walk home. I'm not sure where I live exactly. Look at how good this artwork is, though. Oh, let's buy cigarettes. Oh, I can't just hit C and smoke a cigarette? Oh, you're killing me. I should just hit C and be able to, like, light up and smoke a cigarette. Alright. Here we go.
I looked at my reflection in the glass and down at the layers of city below my feet. I wondered why I'd opened up to Kat about feeling weird at our old place. I didn't want her to think I still missed her. Maybe I did, because something still hurt when I saw her. Although it might just have been the memory of not getting something we wanted, of having failed. As good as we may be at making sense of things, there are some we can't work into the narrative.
Okay. Welcome, visitor. Mr. Conrad's currently not at home. That's probably because I'm standing in the hallway. Would you like to leave a message? No, it's me, Neil Conrad. Perform another scan. The scanner's busted again. I should check my cell. Maybe I got notified about it. Alright, people met. Alright. I get it. Dear Mr. Khan, I hope you're reading this message. Your building ID scanning system broke early today. Currently under maintenance as your partner won't be able to identify you. 9264. Nine... Oh, okay. Okay. Welcome, visitor. You entered the correct pin. Unlocking door. Okay. Yeah? Hey, Gary. So, how'd that date with your ex go? Perfectly. What do you think? Well, I hope it was worth you ditching me. What's the situation? Our job's done for today. Banny and his staff are with President Robertson now. Tonight they are invited to dine with some fat cats. Things went over smoothly, nothing out of the ordinary so far. But goddamn, Banny's guys annoyed the fuck out of me. They didn't miss an opportunity to call us colonists. One more time and I might have punched them all in the throat. I'm just happy they're Johnson's responsibility for the rest of the day. Let's hope that we're all getting along better after the summit. I'm not so sure about that. Did you read the article about the trade summit in the news today? Nope. No, why? Because it's important for a CDI agent to keep an eye on the news. Did it say anything we don't already know? Looks like the political observers aren't expecting Garrett to give in to Banny's demands. They've been saying that for weeks. If you ask me, Banny shouldn't get anything at all. We built the whole colony, after all. Anyway, the chief has scheduled a briefing tomorrow morning at 9. Don't be late. Copy that. See you tomorrow. Hey, Horace, how's it going? Let's feed him. Okay. But I want to pet Horace. Oh, Horace. All right. What a lovely vista. I'd much prefer, like, plants and trees and mountains and things like that, but what are you gonna do? Oh, are you kidding me? Hey, Neil, thanks for taking a leave. And if she didn't show you, she's happy you swung by. Talk to you soon. That's great. Thanks. All right. Two a.m. Hello? Conrad, it's me. Everything all right? It's not. Banny's been shot. What? How? What's his condition? He's dead. Where are you now? He's dead? I asked you where you're now, Conrad. I'm at my place. I'll have someone pick you up. You know I don't. It's a 15-minute train ride. I'll be right there. Make it quick. Oh, boy.
Fuck. How could that happen? I didn't even dare think about the impending political aftermath. If this was indeed murder, it couldn't be. I hope there was a mistake. Maybe Gary had gone crazy. Maybe I was dreaming. Foreign Minister Banny's death could be the tipping point in the conflict between Gyara and Drovia. This whole visit was meant to ease tensions between our planets. Now it could lead to war. The first interplanetary war. Fuck, Neil, snap out of it. You'll figure this out. Focus on the task ahead.
Shit. am I getting in this train? Oh, here we go. Alright, here we go. Of course. Mayhem. Here we go. Changing the soundtrack for this game's been great. There you are, Conrad. Took you long enough. Evening, Gary. Fill me in. Seems like Banny was shot by a sniper when he was out on the balcony. His secretary was with him when it happened. Clean headshot, he was dead on the spot. The staff's pretty shaken up, but no one else is hurt. Any developments since he was shot? Anything suspicious? No, it seems that the sniper hit their target and ran. I also asked the staff if they noticed anything unusual prior to the attack. The secretary and the priest said no, and the bodyguards refused to talk to me altogether. How come? Bunch of radical Drovian nationalists, conspiracy nuts. Still in shock. Give them a moment. They're all traumatized right now. They're supposed to be professionals. They've got to snap out. If they keep refusing to cooperate, I'm taking them in for obstructing our investigation. This is Gara, not some lawless rock. Hold on, did you say priest earlier? Yeah, a guy from Banny's staff. He's a spiritual advisor and a somewhat prominent Savient Front member. The guy's fucking annoying. Cauldry says he's barely keeps him away from Banny's body. What's the priest trying to do? Fucking if I know, some weird ritual. Anyway, we're trying to find out where the shot came from. It has to be one of the opposite high-rises, but we don't know which one. I've already started looking into it, and I think we can pretty much rule out the casino. They ramped up security tonight because of a big fancy event. It would be near impossible to get a gun in there, and very stupid. We need to track down the perp as soon as possible, get up there, and give Young a hand. Copy that. You realize how big of a shit show this is, right? I can't believe he got shot. What did we miss? I mean, we checked everything, kept tabs on everyone. Banny seemed to be in nobody's crosshairs. How in God's name could this happen? Let's find out. Seriously, Conrad, we better have quick results on our hands. If we don't, we'll be the first in line to be out of a job. Yeah, and, you know, there might be a war. Just get up there and find out where that shot came from. Report back to me when you're done. I have a few phone calls to make. Roger. Alright, so we've got to talk to Young. Neil, over here. It's always nice to see you, except, you know, it's in the middle of the night and there's a dead guy in the balcony. Yeah, well, I call that Tuesday. It's Friday. For real, I'm glad you're here. Gary's been acting like, you know, himself. I'm just setting up my mobile lab and I could use your help. Our number one priority is to find out where the shot came from. The chief's already prepared a case sheet. Let me send it to you right now. He wants you to submit it as soon as you think you got it. Take a look around, talk to Banny's staff. Maybe that will get us closer to the answer. One more thing. We're still missing an important piece of the puzzle. We didn't find the bullet yet. Let me know if you do. Alright, I'm on it. Okay. Shot was fired from 1. Okay. Okay. Alright. The two wooden spheres dubbed Bawas. Savians used them for praying together. Excuse me, sir. Are you with the CDI? I am. Neil Conrad. Pleased to meet you. I'm Priest Argent. I was Mr. Banny's spiritual advisor. I kindly ask that you let me take off Mr. Banny's jewelry. It's a very important part of Savient farewell ritual. We must free the dead from their worldly possessions so that they can safely cross to the afterlife. Must be done before the soul has completely left the body and we're running out of time. I'll hand the jewelry over to the CDI right away. It has no value to me. I understand, but I can't have you moving the body. It's crucial evidence that can't be tampered with. Do you believe in something, Mr. Conrad? My personal convictions are irrelevant here. The CDI has a clear protocol concerning the handling of murder victims, and it does not allow touching them. So you believe in protocol. Listen, Mr. Arjun. I'm not here to discuss philosophical questions with you. Please, I will be very careful when taking off the jewelry. I will make sure not to alter any of the evidence. The Garian state likes to pride itself in its tolerance and liberty. This is your chance to prove to me that those are not just empty words. I'm sorry, we can't take any chances here. If you want us to find the culprits, please stay away from the body. So they're empty words after all. I pray for the corrupted Garian soul. All right, then, I'm sorry. I don't know what you want me to say. Hello, Neil Conrad, CDI. Are you with Mr. Banny? We already talked to your colleague. I know, but I need your help with something. Do you know where I can find the key to the cupboard upstairs? Why would you need to look in there? I think it contains an important piece of evidence. I prefer you didn't mess with anything before Drovian authorities arrive. Drovian authorities? We prefer this handled by our own people. The sniper will surely be off-planet by the time that happens. We'll share our findings with anyone, I promise. Oh, like you promised to protect Mr. Banny? I understand you're upset. We will take full responsibility for this when the time comes. You will, huh? What will the punishment be? A promotion? It's okay, Eddie. We don't want to fight. It's only convenient for Gara that one of the champions for Drovian independence is out of the picture. Please calm down, sir. Sir, please calm down. We're all on the same side here. I understand how you feel, but the perp is still out there. We need to get them quickly. If they have another target, we need to find out now. Shouldn't be too hard. Who else is pissing off your government? Please be reasonable. I'm not your enemy. Yes, you are. Listen, the assassin might be on their way to the next Drovian target right now, and you can't do anything about that, but the CDI can. You decide if your personal grudges are more important to you than your people's safety. Just give them the key. It's not like there's anything in there. Fine, here's my keychain. Much obliged. Okay, here we go. Young, look at this. The bullet was inside the cupboard as we expected. Here it is. Good work. Hold on. Let me have a look. This kind of projectile usually doesn't go very far. They probably used a comparatively small rifle to better disguise the gunshot. It was fired from a distance of no more than 200 meters, I would say. 250 tops. Good to know. Thank you. By the way, I forgot something earlier. There. You should now be able to submit the sheet I sent you. I don't know if you have all the evidence yet, but you're now able to send me your conclusions once you do. Rip. So here you go. Those are some of our things. Really, really cool detective game. If you're into, like, the crime games, but you want, like, a sci-fi twist to them and stuff, wonderfully done. There's a lot going on this. And as you can see, there are some, you know, you can get 2, 3, 4 things to pick from when you're talking. It's very well done. Very well done. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye. Mwah. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to donate, go to gamerquest.tv/donate, and I will see you on the next video.